Hi, warriors. This is Jalen, my legal warrior. And today we have Bhashini Weerasinghe, and she is a local attorney here in San Diego. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. It is such a pleasure to have you join us on our new series called No Lives Matter Unless. We're trying to effectuate a positive change against systematic racism and just basic human rights. And so, since that is the theme of our series, my first question to you is how are you using your business and or your socioeconomic status to fight against systematic racism?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on your channel. I'm happy to be here. And especially given all of the political climate right now, I think this is a very important question because each of us could do something at the level that we are at. And for me personally, what I have been focused on is two parts. One is education, which is really just listening and learning and understanding the issues that are at play. But as far as my practice goes, I have dedicated myself to giving back, and this is something I've been doing from the beginning because I started off in nonprofit. And I find that working with nonprofits locally is one of the best ways you can give back to communities where they might not have the same level of access and opportunity. So, for example, right now I'm working with California Western School of Law has a community law project, and I work as their estate planning attorney. So I give time couple of times during the semester to go and meet with their clients. If something more urgent comes up, I could meet with them uh, on a separate at a separate time, but really just making myself available to people to answer questions and help them through whatever process they're in. And then also working with other nonprofits to, as far as my socioeconomic status goes, one of the best ways that you could help is to give money to the organizations that are on the front line who are battling these policy changes, right? So to empower them to be able to go after the policy changes we want to see in the world. So finding those organizations that you want to support, whether it's a legal organization that might be providing legal services to some of these individuals, uh, or a legislative organization that's going after legislative changes, so policy changes. It's just finding those opportunities to get involved and give back.
All right, well, thank you very much for sharing that with us, our viewership, the warrior viewership. And you made some really excellent points that I don't necessarily need to reiterate, but there are plenty of opportunities available, especially locally, for our viewership to get involved, regardless of whatever coin that you are in. And there's always improvement for a positive change. So my next question to you is, in what direction do you predict estate planning going given the pandemic?
Yes, so in my practice, I do estate planning and business law. I'm on the transactional side of everything. And what I have seen is a little bit of an urgency that families are realizing. Often they would put estate planning on the back burner, so to speak, and it's something that they know they need to do, something that they have on their radar, but not necessarily something that they feel compelled to follow through on until there is something that happens, a triggering event in their life, and then all of a sudden there's an urgency. And we are seeing that urgency happening with COVID-19. So you have people realizing that there's not necessarily something that you want to put off, but really they want to take affirmative action, make sure that they have a plan in place and that their loved ones are taken care of and have that peace of mind that goes along with doing that. So I predict that the practice will stay on that level where more people will want to get their estate plan done and have those legal aspects taken care of. So we're seeing some movement in that direction.
Awesome. And then my final question to you is how can our viewership get a hold of you for more information?
Absolutely. So they could find me on my website. It's bhashinilaw.com. That's my first name, law.com. That's spelled BHASHINILAW.com. From there, all of my contact information is listed. You could also try looking me up through the Cal Bar website. Of course, if you go there, you need to learn how to spell my last name, which I don't recommend. It is a long one, so but you can find me on my website.
And I'll definitely make sure to include your information in the description of the video. Thank you so
Sure.
much for your time and your top-notch information to our Warrior viewership. And I look forward to collaborating with you in the future as well as moving forward in this revolution. So thank you very
Absolutely. Thank
much.
you so much for having me on your series. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I look forward to future collaborations.
Excellent. Have a great day.
You too.